we'll be talking about is how do you become a consultant or a private contractor. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments below. The information is already available on their website, but sometimes information alone is not what is needed. You will need someone to take you a little bit deeper. So let me say this, that the UN frequently engages experts under what we call individual contracts to work on short-term projects, either as a consultant or as an individual contractor. So those are two different categories that they use to engage individuals one-on-one for short-term projects. The other thing I also want to say is that a consultant, now let's try and define these two terms, yeah? Because they come in with different terms and conditions, and you need to understand who is a consultant and how is a consultant different from an individual contractor. So let's define who is a contractor or a consultant. A consultant is a recognized authority or specialist in a specific field, engaged by the organization in an advisory or consultative capacity. The function of the consultant are result-oriented, and normally it will involve analyzing problems. It will also involve directing seminars or training courses. It must also involve preparing documentations or documents for a conference and a meeting, and also writing reports on matters within their area of expertise. So these are just examples of where a consultant might be brought in to be able to provide these specific services. Now, let's move on and try and define who is an individual contractor. An individual contractor is engaged by the organization to provide expertise, skill, or knowledge for the performance of specific tasks or pieces of work which would be short-term in nature. I think what you can see in common both for the contractor, individual contractor, and the consultant would be both their short-term. Now, the assignment for an individual contractor would involve full-time or part-time functions similar to those of a staff member. So depending on how the assignment is, you might find yourself maybe showing up as a full-time person or a part-time individual, just like any other member who is fully employed with the organization. And remember, when you talk about the United Nations, this is also cutting across all the different agencies. It might be UNEP, United Nations office in Nairobi, it might be UNHRC, might be the UN Secretariat, UNICEF, all that. So think about that. So how do you go ahead and apply for this position? So when it comes to application, experts with relevant experience who are available for short-term hey, what's up with me today? So I'm talking about experts with relevant experience who are available for short-term assignments are invited to register in the consultant roster through Inspira. And once you register on Inspira under the roster, consultant roster, you will be expected to fill in your personal history profile, what they also call HPP, so that you can be available for consideration when opportunities arises. Now, it is also important for you to keep on updating your PHP, that is your personal history profile, because candidates who have their profile not updated within a period of 3 years are less likely to be contacted for this kind of opportunities. So I thought it is important for me to bring that home. I've done another video on how you can be able to create your profile on Inspira, but this is for job seekers, but it would be very different for consultant rosters who want to register on Inspira. So you can take a look at that video I will link it somewhere, even in the description of this video. The next thing, we also need to know, where are these assignments? According to the website itself, they say that the location of the assignment may be on various UN duty stations or any of the offices in the different region, country, or project offices around the world. It is not restrictive that you only apply the ones that are in your location. Based on the kind of assignment it is, you might decide, let me start with stations which are around me or within my region, in my country, or any around the world. How do candidates get selected for this consultant roster? So once you have registered yourself and you have filled in your personal history profile, then you can be contacted directly by email when some of this opportunity arises. And they will contact you through the email that you have registered on the Inspira. And the second thing is that you can actively apply for these jobs either on Inspira. You can be able to filter when you're on Inspira to check consultancy kind of jobs, or using the UN portal. And that will be the next thing that I would want to demonstrate to you, where you go to the UN career portal and identify these jobs. Drop me an email, daniel@careerpoint.co.ke, and I'll be able to see the best way to assist you in terms of, I have a whole program that helps people who would want to apply for these jobs. This is the UN career portal. Let me try and make it a little bit bigger. And I have narrowed down specifically to consultancy jobs. As you can see here, they say a consultant is an individual who is recognized authority or specialized in a specific field. So the other keyword there is recognized authority or specialist. Are you a recognized authority in that field? So when you scroll down, so on that specific page, you will be able to see these are the available consultancy jobs, and they are very different. You can see they're looking for sanction expert, but the location is the New York. There's locum nurses, it is in Bangkok. Individual digital and associate digital and individual giving officer, that is in Amman. Now, the best thing I've seen would be to start locally. And as you can see, they have already talked about the job title, the job family. You can see some are in administration, IT, medical, the department or the office, then the duty zone, and when the deadline is. So what I like doing is coming here and saying ascending duty station. And with that, they should be, yes, so you can see they're starting all the way from A to Z. And based on your location now, you can be able to see what is available. Currently, I'm in Kenya. I can go to up to around, I think the 8th page is where Nairobi will start. Yeah, you can see Montreal, Nairobi. So if I was to look here in Nairobi, there's a Global Future City Program, Urban Planning Expert. So if you are an expert in urban planning, then this would be something that you would go for. There's e-learning consultant. They want, oh, I'm actually in this field. I should check this out and see, can I apply as a consultant or an individual contractor? But hey, let's do this as an example. So I picked the e-learning consultancy job. They have clearly explained it is now under United Nations Human Settlement Program. What is it that they want? The location is Nairobi. It's a short term, 3 to 4 months. That is the duration. The duties and responsibilities, there they go. They say this is what you will be doing, report line and all that. What are the qualifications that they need? A master's or an advanced degree in instructional design, development studies, and all this. So you can also see where this thing is coming in. Minimum of 2 years professional experience. They also want someone with experience in the e-learning course and all that. And the languages for this specific one would be English and French are the working languages for the UN. So for consultancy, fluency in either oral and written, English is required. So in this specific one, English is the only thing that they need. And there you go. So you will find that different opportunities have different kind of qualification and also the language that is needed. Let me take another one as an example. There's marine coastal, they need this is program management, yeah. So under project management. So what is it that they are looking for here? Marine and coastal environmental management consultant, results service. You can see what is it that they want to get out of it. They have clearly indicated the kind of results they're looking for. Remember, when we are doing the definition, we talked about it is a result-based kind of contract, based in Nairobi, office-based. Yeah. Expected duration, this might be 10 months. The objective, the specific task that you will be doing, the qualification that they want, the language, and all that. So once you do that, you can say click apply, and when you click apply, it will prompt you to go to Inspira, create your account there, and there we go.